Two older men face each other in a cozy booth of an Irish pub. Michael Potter is wearing a Canadian's cap and a leather jacket. His father, Paul, in a leisure pants and faded Corona t-shirt, takes a leisurely sip from his beer.
Your mother was so excited about our little reunion. Here she laid out my new pants.
It's been what, almost 2 years?
Paul, off in his own world, fidgets with the elasticized waistline of his pants.
I hate these things. My crotch is sweating like a NAM soldier.
A waiter arrives with a sampler platter and a portable shamrock filled with fixins.
Breaded cheese served 8 ways. Hope you boys are planning on a little walk after. Careful, hot.
He sets down the platter and moves on to the next table. Michael pokes into the platter and gingerly pulls out a cheese stick.
Soup.
Michael drops the hot cheese stick on a napkin and proceeds to cradle his beer.
Julie's pregnant.
Paul smacks the table and winks. Paul breaks the table and winks.
Yeah, see, Michael, I knew it would happen. Just take a couple of tries.
I'm 63 years old, Dad.
The Lord works mysterious ways.
I didn't figure it out until 2 months ago.
The Lord doesn't care when you find
I didn't know how to conceive.
Paul is staring at the backs of a fixin' bottle.
Sweet merciful hell, there's lactose in this. I'll be up all night.
You're worried about Chipotle mayo, but couldn't tell your own son the facts of life?
Paul exchanges the stomach cramp sauce for ketchup.
Nonsense. I sat you down when you were a wee boy.
Oh, yes. That I remember.
Interior, Michael's childhood bedroom, 1956 night. 6-year-old Michael is lying on the bed. Paul places a teddy bear beside his pillow.
My friend Danny said that his mom has a baby inside, but I don't know how it got there. He thinks the doctor gave it to her at the hospital, but I think it's something mommies eat, because whenever they start eating a lot, a baby comes.
Paul adjusts the covers.
Don't be daft, Michael. Oh yeah, I knew this day would come.
Paul sits on the edge of the bed and scans the room. He picks a wooden dinosaur off the floor.
Let's say this dinosaur is the daddy.
Checkers!
All right, Checkers is the daddy. And,
He surveys the room a second time. He motions to Michael to hold still and runs out of the room. He returns with a photograph of Lana Turner.
well, and the picture of this lady will say it's your mommy.
But that doesn't look like mommy.
No, it doesn't.
He taps the picture into his shirt pocket, pauses, then leaves the room again. Paul re-enters the room carrying a large humidifier. He grunts as he places it on the floor. Michael claps excitedly. Paul sits on the edge of the bed, sweat is beading from his forehead.
When they are old enough.
Paul places the small wooden dinosaur on top of the giant humidifier.
Checkers and the mommy had a baby. Have a baby.
He gives the humidifier a hearty tap and dabs his brow with a handkerchief. Michael peers into the humidifier.
But how does the baby get inside?
Oh, one moment, Michael. I need a beer.
Present day interior pub.
You never came back.
Oh, you fell asleep.
I stared into that humidifier till sunrise, waiting for a baby to start growing.
What does a little people need to know about such things. Besides, your school chunk should have filled in the blanks.
Mom homeschooled me.
Oh, Bullocks, you went to college. You must have seen a health film.
Oh yes, the one where an egg floats around in the uterus waiting to be fertilized by a bunch of swimming creatures. I had no idea where the hell these things were from. I tried to find them.
Sonia, you're not visible to the naked eye.
I crossed that bridge in '93. Apparently, women don't like it when you break out a microscope and ask for hair clippings.
Paul dips a cheese stick furiously into ketchup.
I guess this is all my fault.
You used a home appliance to explain life to me.
Paul slams his glass on the table.
Many times makes it all of his heart.
He snatches a napkin from the dispenser.
And why should you get to be a father when I never did? This bloody ketchup is empty.
Michael stops mid-bite into his cheese wheel.
I'm not Superman. I don't know everything.
But Mom,
She came preloaded. I didn't care. She had good knees. Good sturdy knees.
you never?
We had Lawrence well.
The waiter sheepishly exchanges the empty ketchup bottle for a full one. He mouths and walks away.
So Mom knew?
She didn't want to discuss it, and I didn't want to lose her.
He shakily takes a swig of beer.
Damn those knees.
He trails off grinning.
Is that it?
But he doesn't go that far. He wanders aimlessly around the bar briefly and sits back down in front of his son.
Sorry about that.
Oh!
He apologizes while flailing through papers.
Tell an old man what have I been missing?
Oh my word.
I don't know, there aren't any dinosaurs around.
Oh, come off it.
Fine. But only because you're more pathetic than I am.
He roughly wipes the corners of his mouth.
You. This is my life. You start by touching her thigh.
My God, Michael. That's it, eh? And here I was concentrating on 12 inches lower.
Well, you gotta do it consistently every night. A few weeks later, Julie's got one in the oven.
Paul raises his glass.
My God, Michael. That's it, eh? And here I was concentrating 12 inches lower?
One more question. You have one more question.
No,
They clink their glasses
we're
together.
a fine pair of fools.
We sure are.
One more question. Right or left eye?
The end.
Right or left